Hi, this is Leskew of the Eagle Institute. Mindfulness and its related concepts have much to aid us in successful and satisfying work life, which makes it no surprise that mindfulness concepts are being practiced, studied, and explored in many work-related applications. This video is an overview on a series I'm doing on many of these concepts. So stay tuned, I'll give you an introduction. So organizations are facing the biggest challenge. I just went into a large format bookstore to see what was new in the business section, and I didn't even make it to look at business books because the front entry was dominated with a massive display on mindfulness, surrender, and happiness. That got my attention. Getting these topics published was very forward-thinking even about 5 years ago. Yet today they're mainstream and worthy of the most prominent display in a large bookstore. And I know they don't get there unless they're popular and they sell well. Mindfulness, surrender, and happiness, in that order. Guess what? They're related, and each of them is very important for business success. As I said, I'm going to do a series on multiple aspects of these topics. So here's a very brief overview. And stay tuned for future videos where I'll cover bite-sized pieces of each topic. We'll put it in the playlist in the cards for this video, so make sure you check it out. Let's start with mindfulness. What is it? Being present. Sounds easy, but what's that? Being exactly where you are with your attention. Not in the past, not in the future, and not imagining some other scenario that isn't happening right now. It's what's real. The past is gone, the future's not yet born, and anything else we think of is a mental concoction. So this should be easy, right? Be where you are. Well, it's not easy. In fact, when you start practicing, it's likely that you'll only be able to do it for very short periods of time. But don't give up on practicing to the best of your ability, because neuroscience is showing us, and business performance studies as well, that being mindful has many benefits besides the obvious of fully showing up and being in your life. Being present encompasses the many parts of us, our thoughts, our emotions, and our bodies. And each one of these is a practice in its own right. There are techniques to become more proficient at being present in each of these different capacities, with the ultimate goal of being fully present to it all at the same time. And make no mistake, that's a lofty goal. It's like winning a world championship. And being world-class at anything, it takes practice, drills, and feedback to become good at it. And even if you don't achieve being fully present, there are many benefits to practicing being present in increasing capacities, just like there is in fitness or in mental skills. Which brings us to surrender. I don't mean what you probably think of as surrender here, which is losing to somebody or something. I do mean letting go of the past and of the future and any other things that we are done with in our lives and in our businesses. I recently did a really long video on letting go and why it is absolutely crucial for business success. So go check that one out. It's also in the link to the cards. And it's especially important to master as we move through rapid structural changes in society over the next few years and possibly longer. Everything is up for change right now, and the concept of surrender will help us to move through those changes in the best possible ways with the best possible outcomes and results. In the mindfulness context, surrender means letting go, the past, the future, and more. But business is about creation of products, creation of services, creation of experience. So how can surrender possibly be a good thing for business? Well, surrender and creation are actually part of the same thing. In order to have the new, you need to let go of the past for sure, and possibly many things in your present as well. We'll cover aspects of this in future videos, so watch for them. happiness. This has been a topic of growing interest over the past few years. What is it? How can we get it? Or more of it? What brings happiness? Or a better question, what things allow for happiness to happen? Happiness can be cultivated as a habit, and many of the same skills are utilized for both mindfulness and happiness. In addition, letting go is also a key component of happiness, making the three concepts, mindfulness, surrender, and happiness, all intertwined. In business, we know that happiness sells to customers. And we're starting to see studies that happiness, or at least positive feelings, increase business performance as well. A key component of happiness is what we're paying attention to, which brings us right back to mindfulness. So, in future videos, we'll be covering these topics and many other related ones, so make sure you watch out for them. And if you have any questions or things that you would like to see covered, or questions that this video has brought up, make sure you leave me some comments. And don't forget to check us out at theeagleinstitute.com. We have many other valuable resources there to help you to be more mindful in business and in life. Boy, did that ever get my attention. Getting these topics published was very forward-thinking even 5 years ago. And 5 years ago would have been very forward-thinking. Yet today they're mainstream and worthy. And you know what? They're related. And each of them is important for business success.